I recently picked up a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 from Steam. It was on sale for $20, and most of the bugs have been patched at this point. So I said, why not? I remembered hearing all the hype surrounding the game, but never purchased it. At launch, in 2020, the game was being ripped to shreds by internet critics because it seemed to be another example of a development studio taking advantage of their audience. In 2026, none of that was true anymore. I booted up the game and was blown away. Something about the world of this game sticks to you even after you turn it off. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was coming alive in my own head. Not a construct, but an idea. I kept seeing parallels in my daily life to the gritty darkness of the in-game world. They say that life imitates art, but in this case, I think it might be the other way round. Half a decade after release, it felt like the game had made predictions rather than artistic choices. I logged out of the game and spoke to my AI construct about my thoughts. The game wasn't really saying anything new. It was simply relaying the message in a more honest way, which is where my organic brain latched on. Bear with me and I'll explain. I'm a child of the 90s. I watched the internet come to life, witness the hardening of the institutions, and remember the before times. I also so happen to be heavily involved in technology. I've wired up security systems, commerce networks, and done hardcore development work on the bleeding edge. I know how advanced the world has become. I know because I built it. I've also witnessed it stagnate. The first Matrix movie really nailed this point. The 1990s were the so-called peak of our civilization. The machines realized this in the film and designed the Matrix to reflect it, to keep us trapped in servitude. I look around today and realize that nothing much disproves this theory. Everything, from architecture to fast food, has either declined or stayed the same since the end of that magical decade. You don't need me to tell you this. Half of the content on Dissident Substack is focused on this. Matt Walsh delivers entire recurring segments on this topic. We've all noticed it, but what comes next? What do we do? The world has certainly changed since the 90s, just not physically. Reality is no longer a shared vantage point. We are now fragmented. Your neighbor isn't forming or shaping your reality anymore. Algorithms feed you a slice of opinion here and a glimpse of something there. Subtle influences determined by faceless corpos decide which bucket you belong in and try to keep you there. The dystopia arrived with barely a whisper. No shots were fired. No protests happened. Cyberpunk feels more alive than real life because it is honest about power, technology, and alienation. While our real systems anesthetize those same forces behind nostalgia, procedure, and beige design. If our society was more honest, we wouldn't be complaining about McDonald's looking like a gray cube. We'd be up in arms because the meat at Taco Bell is only 88% real. Yet, I remember what existed before. I was there. I lived it. I remember connecting to AOL dial-up to watch Alex Jones on YouTube. There was an optimism to it. The technology wasn't trying to control you. It was trying to offer you a ticket to freedom. The internet wasn't filtered. It was raw. You would log into MySpace and your high school bros would send you shot clips and expect you to laugh. You would. You would also find something worse and send it back to them. It was the style at the time. Somewhere along the way, we lost everything. We had to pay the price. In 2011, some corpo rat took the little AOL man out back behind the server racks and zeroed him. His decision was based on spreadsheets and risk mitigation. His death was decided the moment the suit closed the PowerPoint deck. It was the last stand of a world that was deemed too dangerous to exist. One where we were free to communicate, free to be human. What came next is the world we all know today. A series of walled gardens full of corpo propaganda, defended by people that don't understand the garden has walls at all. I witnessed it go down, but I'm also a witness holding a knife. I helped build this new world. I had to survive. The rattling of the purse gets us all in the end. My younger readers might call me a sellout. They'd be right, but time will see them sell out too. After all, we all need to eat. At this point, I decided to take a rest. I've been thinking too much, talking to constructs about what it means to be a human. I need to do something for myself. So I pick up a guitar. I teach myself some riffs from the game for a bit. The sound feels real and raw. Power chords remind me of playing in my friend's garage some 20 years prior. Back then, I was a skater punk in a small Midwestern town. I think back to the Vision brand Misfit skate shoes I had, laces tied around broken soles. Then it hits me. I play the guitar. I think about how I helped create today's AI. I play some more. I think about how that AI is flooding the market with music I can't play. I stop. I consider that the flooded market means that I'll never likely publish a song to an audience. There has to be a name for this. I speak to my construct some more. It comes up with a name: Recursive Alienation. Apparently, I'm the first person to name this concept. I know I'm not the only one that feels it. Alienation that occurs when your labor contributes to systems that later loop back and devalue, obscure, or hollow out the sources of meaning in your own life. The construct nailed it. The pride of producing good computer code is now gone, so why do I keep showing up to a boomer-coded cubicle farm? The music scene is polluted with slop, so why do I keep playing? The posts on Substack are just ChatGPT, so why bother reading them? We may be the first humans in history to systematically automate, monetize, and anesthetize our sources of meaning. Why else are the youth returning to church while the old reject it? When you flay the human animal to the point where they lose everything, the only thing they can do is turn to God. Blood drips from the knife in my hand. My generation denied God. I'm not the only one holding a knife. If the world around us is a facade of the 1990s, we have to ask ourselves what's changed and what's underneath the veneer. Let's attempt to peel back the veil for a minute. Take, for example, this building in the deserts of Utah. Most of you probably don't know this building exists. Fewer will comprehend why. This is where your government archives everything about you digitally. When I say everything, you probably think I mean your texts and phone calls, trivial work. I'm not talking about that. We already live inside systems that infer more about us than we ever explicitly consented to share. Movement, presence, stress, patterns of behavior. The danger isn't that someone is watching. It's that no one needs to anymore. Everyone is fond of denying the capabilities of AI. They do this because they have access to ChatGPT. They sign up for a free account and claim that AI is going nowhere fast. Have you ever seen the paid version in action? Do you think it's the first? The public interacts with AI through consumer interfaces designed to feel trivial. Meanwhile, organizations with capital deploy models, tooling, and integrations that never need to announce themselves. The gap isn't intelligence, it's leverage. Most of us have very little of it. Of course you don't. Our everyday experience of transportation has barely changed in half a century, even as computation has exploded. You might have an electric car, but remember that was invented between 1820 and 1830. Obviously, the truly powerful aren't going to start handing out real technology like candy anytime soon. So, what do we do? What even can we do? Well, for starters, we can start building parallel infrastructure. How many of you on this website have the ability to self-host your own content if you woke up to find your account terminated? I'm guessing me and maybe Meta Ronin might have a chance. A few people could recover, most couldn't. So, what can we do? Well, I suppose we can all just take a page from Will Martin and learn to Sufa. I'd rather scream though, even if I'm doing so in futility, since we can't have an honest society with honest technology via the political route. I'm advocating for a radical return to humanity. I'm not talking about converting to orthodoxy here. I'm talking about building our own shit. If the future won't arrive on its own, then we're going to drag it out of the shadows and force it to show itself. The gonks that can't see it now will be forced to wake up when it finally starts arriving on their doorstep. Start building. I don't care what. Just build something with your hands that's from the future you want, not the future that's been handed to you. Build something small, local, and legible. Something that exists outside feeds, platforms, and permission structures. A thing of beauty never fades away. The future can be beautiful if we choose to take responsibility for it. There are no less than 7 different endings to Cyberpunk 2077, but only one ending allows you to become a legend. That ending is a secret one, where you have to wait 5 real-world minutes for the option to appear. In my opinion, it is the only true canon ending to the story. In this ending, the main character V takes complete responsibility for the predicament and chooses to face it head-on, alone. I think that's where we are right now. You don't need permission to build something that belongs to the future you want. The tools are cheap. The knowledge is everywhere. The only thing that's scarce is the willingness to act without institutional validation.